Shabbat Shalom. 12 minutes, where is the clock? So let me take you to 2006, a couple of years ago. I was leading a convoy of tanks, armored vehicles, and all kinds of logistics. At the 14th of July 2006, when we are talking about the hellfire broke. And that hellfire hit our convoy. So many casualties in one day. And one of those missiles exploded very near my leading car. And I found myself in a very, very white room. And I was sure that I'm in God induction center. Heaven, hell. Other than that, when I woke up, I found myself in a very bright room. It was the hospital of Ziv in Tzfat. After that kind of an incident, you want to see if you are functioning. I tried to move my legs and hands, nothing moved. And I asked myself, why I deserve this kind of punishment? You know, I was much taller back then. And you know, in Israel, during wartime, a lot of missions are coming. A lot of people are coming to pay the sympathy. There were tons of chocolate surrounding our beds. But one of those delegations that came, they were in uniform. But you see that they are not typical soldiers. Some of them were on wheelchairs. Some of them looked differently. And one with the Down syndrome started to approach my bed. And she mumbled something in Hebrew that I did not understand at first. But she said, "Can I pet your hand?" I looked at her and I asked myself, what do you want? Without me answering, she grabbed my left arm and pressed it very, very hard. I did not feel nothing, but I saw that her face started to wrinkle. But when she left that grip, I saw my hand with all her fingerprint. And she took a couple of steps back and she said, "Akol yeh beseder." Everything is going to be all right. I'm not religious, but I do believe in miracles. I tried to move my legs and hands. Surprise, surprise, nothing happened. And as I was there lying in bed, I had a lot of time to think. And I made a deal with God. If I'm going to get out of it, I'm going to dedicate my life to people with special need. I have no education whatsoever with special need, but this was the deal with God. After a while, more or less a month, I started to feel twinkles on my feet, electrical currents surrounding my body, and I started to regain my power. After 3 months of very, very hard rehabilitation, I was back on my feet. And you know, when you are in full power, deals with God and contracts with God, I said, I did not make signature at that. It was orally made. So I was there, back into my office. Fast forward to 2014. In 2014, unfortunately, we had another war. And another delegation came. But this delegation had this logo. It was different. This is a new one. I didn't know what JNF is. And we made a ceremony for young people with special need. But they did not come for people with special need. They came to hear about the drones, about the tunnels, about everything else side with special need. And at the end of that session, we started the ceremony, the first ceremony that we had. And at the end of that ceremony, 2 young ladies, and Cheryl was here, came to me and said, "We are from the JNF. We want to support this program." And I was sure that another promise is going to. And 2 weeks after, I got a phone call from area code 212. At the other line was Yossi Kahana. Some of you maybe know him. "We are from the JNF. We decided that you are going to be an affiliate of the JNF. I was sure that someone is fooling me. Where is the candid camera? No way. But I can tell you that that phone started an avalanche. History was made. We were 40 participants in the program in 2014. And now I'm standing here and I can tell you that I'm a proud father of 1,200 participants in the program. 1,200 that no one gave them a chance. 1,200 that are coming, waking up in the morning and wearing the uniform. Thank you. It's not taken for my 12 minutes. So what is special in uniform? At the age of 16, each Israeli participant, a citizen, is getting a letter from the government that says, prepare yourself, 2 years from now you are going to be enlisted to the army. And young adult with special need getting the same letter that says, you are not going to. Think of a parent to all their life, their aim toward the army, and suddenly that letter is shredding all the future idea of their son, what is going to be with him. So what especially in uniform does, we are focusing on ability. And the idea is to focus on an ability. We believe that everyone has an ability. We just have to find it. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's very, very easy. But we can tell you that the secret weapon of the army, it's not only the silo of the arrow. It's not only the F-35. It's also the humanity, the unity, and the change that we are bringing to the state of Israel, to the society of the state of Israel. And I can tell you that we are making a revolution toward people with special need. A lot of soldiers in Israel, the first time that they are coming across someone with special need is at the age of 18 when they are in the army. And our aim is to make sure that no one is left behind. And I know that I have only 25 minutes left. I want to end with a story about Akiva. Akiva is a twin brother to Eitan. Eitan became a platoon commander, and unfortunately, he died at the 7th of October. Akiva was earning to enlist to the army. Akiva is on the spectrum. Brilliant. Brilliant. When I'm telling you brilliant, the Iron Dome missile contained more than 256 parts, and he knows them by heart. To take them apart and to take them apart and to put them back. Akiva knows by the noise of the mechanism where is the problem of that missile. This is Akiva. And think that if special uniform was not there, his secret weapon was not there. This is Akiva. And today, Akiva is working in Albatros. Albatros is the company that have some kind of manufacturing part of the Iron Dome missile. And I wish all of us his salary. In the high tech, someone that no one gave him a chance to succeed, now he is a productive member of the Israeli society. But it will take time for my, at the end of the 12 minutes. Come as one? Okay. So, ending with Akiva, I want to talk about Sapir. When she came to the base, there was a turmoil in the warehouse that she works in. No one paid attention to her, but she was dealing with the Excel charts. No one paid attention to her. That day they lost components of the 3 helicopters that was needed for something, for an operation. And at the end of the day, they didn't find it. And at the end of the day, the commander called her parents and wanted to apologize because they did not pay attention to Sapir. And she said, what happened? And they told her that we lost a part. And she said, look, at the Excel part that I looked yesterday at column, I don't know, and row, there is a change in the numbers. Please check there. And surprise, surprise, those parts were there. We just need to believe in those boys and girls. We must include them in any place. תודה רבה, and עם ישראל חי always.